Take a second to think who your best friend is. How long have you known them? Are they a ride and die friend, a been there since day one friend, or have you only got to know them recently but you've instantly connected with them? You may want to pause this video for a second and get a pen and paper, write their name down so you have it just in front of you. It's also important to know where their relationship with Jesus is at. Do they love him? Do they follow him? Do they worship him? Or are they just not interested at all? Are they not a Christian? Today's subject is our friends for such a time as this. And we're going to look at this from two different approaches. The first one takes us to the most infamous of friendships in all of the Bible. It's found in 1 Samuel, and it's between King David and Jonathan, King Saul's son. Samuel 18:1 says this: "After David had finished talking with Saul, he met Jonathan, the king's son. There was an immediate bond between them, for Jonathan loved David." You really need to read all about Jonathan and David, all their exploits together in the book of 1 Samuel. You really see their friendship develop throughout it all. It was a true picture of what biblical friendship was supposed to be about. It involved sacrifice, it involved loyalty, it involved compromise and emotional attachment. Does this sound like the friendship that you have with your best friend? It's important that if your friend is a Christian, the things that you can accomplish together for God's kingdom. The things that Jonathan and David did are written in the annals of history. And you and your friends can have an impact on history, on mankind, just like that, from trying to bring God's kingdom here on earth. God has you in your friends for such a time as this to put your hands to work, to see his kingdom come here. And to do that with your friends is a dreamy situation to be in. But what if my friends aren't Christians? Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine in such a way that they may see your good works and that you may glorify your Father who is in heaven." You have been placed in your friendship circles for such a time as this, in order to glorify God in the way that you live. In this day and age, living a life that is pleasing to God will speak wonders to your friends and glorify God in the process. And it's important that we have to be really intentional to live a life like that, because Ephesians 5:11 warns us that we should take no part in dark deeds. And we shouldn't let our Christian voice be watered down by our actions because we're trying to fit in with our friends that may not have the same morals and social constructs that we do as Christians. It's important that we need to be bold in both of our approaches. To know that when we speak out, when we glorify God and glorify Jesus with our words, that those words won't come back void, whether we're doing things for the kingdom with our friends or whether we're speaking to Jesus to our non-Christian friends. Be bold today and pray that God will be placing you in situations that you can affect change for such a time as this.